Okay, so this is a special series type of question. These kind of questions we have explained a lot of in our series classes. I'll just detail you a bit. I'll also at the end I'll explain a smart way to figure out these kind of things. But then you have to understand the basics in order to figure out that smart technique. First of all, let us look at this problem. So we have 1 into 2, 1 by 2 into 5 plus 1 by 5 into 8 plus 1 by 8 into 11, and this goes on till 100 terms or something, right? So let us not get into the 100 term as of now. Now first thing, you should be able to notice this. So 2 and 5, 5 and 8, 8 and 11, each of them has a common difference, right? So the difference is 3, isn't it? So the first target of these questions is always to get that 3 in the numerator. The reason is simple. So the reason is if I split this as something by 5 and something by 8, if I split this as something by 2 and something by 5, and I somehow get a minus and a plus here, so there'll be cancellations, right? So that is the main idea of the split. This is again something we have detailed a lot in our classes, but now just try to base your analysis with this idea. So we are just trying to take up minuses, and essentially that is helping us because the differences are constant. So the differences are 3, so try to get that 3 in the numerator. So just multiply everything to 1 by 3, so you get 3 automatically in every numerator. So the first 3, you just write it as so. The second one, something like this. The third one, something like this. And this goes on. Right. Again, we are not interested in the last term because I talked about a smart approach. That is what we are going to use essentially here. Now, check this out. As soon as we do this, the first term splits into two parts. One is 5 divided by 2 into 5, which is 1 by 2, minus, why did I write this 3? Sorry for that. So this is 5 minus 2, right? I mean, we are getting 3 in the numerators. So 5 divided by 2 into 5, so that is 1 by 2. This 2 divided by 2 into 5, so that is 1 by 5. So this is the first term, right? This itself is the first term. The second term, again, 8 divided by 5 into 8, so 1 by 5, minus 5 divided by 1 5 by 8, so that is 1 by 8. Now, I hope at this point itself, you can notice that these are cancelling off, right? So this cancellation will carry on. I hope you can see this. I mean, even after this, you'll have something like 1 by 8 minus 1 by 11. And these cancellations will carry on, right? So this 1 by 8 cancels off. So effectively, if you have to, solve this problem specifically, all you have to do is notice that there is the first term remaining of the first part. So the last term, second part of the last term will remain, isn't it? But that second part that we are going to have, so coming to that smart approach, so the second part that we are going to have, the last term. I mean, also notice, I mean, these values are keep on reducing very fast, right? I mean, 1 by 8, 1 by 11, 1 by 14. So think about the 100th term. I mean, how small that value will be. So what I can say is this is approximately 1 by 6. So this number will definitely be approximately 1 by 6. And cat, you'll always have, I'll just detail that 1 by 6 bit once. So what I'm assuming is, so after this cancellation happen, so because the last term is insignificant, I'm just looking at this 1 by 3 into 1 by 2. So that is approximately 1 by 6. I mean, 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 is exactly 1 by 6, but then there is a last term. So this is not going to be exactly 1 by 6. This will be something very, very, very close to 1 by 6. Now, options, as I was saying, is not going to be very, very close in these cases. I'll also come to one other thing in case there are close options. Now, check this out. I mean, half is not 1 by 6. It's very far away. It's 1 by 6, 16%, that is 50%. Even 1 by 4 is not close enough. This is more than 1, absolutely silly. Only this value, this 25 by 150, 25 by 150 would have been 1/6, right? So 25 by 151 is almost 1/6, right? And notice something, this 25 by 151 is actually less than 25 by 150, right? Which is basically our 1 by 6 that we approximated to. And this thing will always be less than our approximation. The reason is the last term or think about it. I mean, every term you have the first part in positive and the second part in negative, right? And by this symmetry, you can understand that the last term, second part will be remaining, and the second part of the last term will be something negative, right? So I'm ignoring something negligible, but that negligible is in a negative value. So this answer will not only be close to 1 by 6, it will be something very, very less than 1 by 6. I mean, very negligibly less, but then it will be something less than 1 by 6. So even if you have a couple of options, one like 25 by 149, another like 25 by 151, now it's even you can select from these two, because you know that 25 by 149 is actually more than 1 by 6, but the answer should be less than 1 by 6. So anyhow, but in CAT, you would not have that close an option for these kind of questions. Special equation, partial fractions are not too much of study in CAT. Just these small logical ones is something you can expect in CAT. So I hope that is understood by all of you. It's a very, very easy problem to do if you understand this idea. And that's it for this question. The ideal time would be somewhere 1 to 1.5. I'll say 1.5 minutes, depending on how smartly you can apply this. Um, I'll leave one idea on it for you to figure out by yourself. I have discussed that in our classes as well. But the hints that I've given here should be sufficient to figure it out. So I hope that is something you can figure it out yourself. So that is it for this particular question. Thank you.